Well, new at 6, so many people receiving the mask mandate news with a lot of joy, but there are personal stories of folks who can't yet celebrate with the masses. KPI X5 anchor Reed Cowan with the story of a young man whose limitations actually keep him indoors. Reed?
Well, you know, Alan, sometimes you come across a person who reminds you of people who are not always seen, not always heard, and not always enjoying the world like the rest of us are, especially on a day when we're hearing about the lifting of mandates. Here's a perspective you may not have had today.
Look how happy you are. You're making me smile.
Meet David.
I got a unique story.
A young man whose home video shows him raised in the Bay Area with many physical difficulties. David saw the Bay Area news just like you did about more mask mandates lifted. Nice for many, but not so much for him. Why? From the time David was a little boy, he has survived on only half a heart, lives with cerebral palsy, seizures from epilepsy, and partial blindness. And where he lives, inside a facility, COVID can still be a killer.
Just to be safe, I really haven't gone out there.
And that, he says, can lead to what thousands in May will be focused on, the need to destigmatize depression during Mental Health Awareness Month, when people who are health compromised are still shut in and dealing with it.
What can you do in your room when you're cut off like that? Like, I have a computer, you know, you can watch TV, but it's kind of depressing.
Not easy to live with, and difficulties surely on the daily. But David says his voice might be the voice you need to hear when you wonder why some people out there still choose to keep the mask on. He says they might be doing it to protect someone like him. Someone who wants to end the stigma about talking about COVID's impact on mental health.
So a lot of people have feelings that they just don't want to share. So that's what I'm saying, like, find someone to talk to about it, like a counselor or something.
No shame, he says, in asking for help, COVID era or not. And every life and every voice matters.
You know, get your feelings out and use it as an outlet to just explain to people how you're really feeling.
You know, there are thousands of people out there like David tonight, right where we live, who are struggling and are pushing through and really have hope for a gentle world on the outside of the walls that hold them safe from COVID. Alan?
Absolutely. Reed, I met a woman at the very beginning of the pandemic when we all first started wearing masks, and she's immune compromised, and she said, well, now you all are realizing what I deal with every day to go into the grocery store or to travel on a plane. And here we are. We've been doing it for 2 years. We should be sympathetic to the folks.
Absolutely, and so powerful to understand their whys and the stories behind what we see, whether we're on BART or up in an airplane.
Absolutely. Reed, thanks.